He wants to keep running. The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to,
Normally.
Into the game until everyone gets happy with it. G's have been caught, so let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. The first blood will be G in this bottom lane. Lost blast there onto G. It would have been a kill, but it's just not how it panned out here. And this top lane is being a bit of a rough one here for DatBB, and this is why I was kind of confused by this Queen of Pain switch, like without actually being around. And they might try and commit onto something right now. The Promise Spring will go down. This Viper goes all the way down to 100 move speed. They've got the Frost Shield as well, so G is going to go down. That's killing speed for the Drow.
What's going to happen is Yassi is just going to keep jumping around on these trees. He's managing to cut them every now and again, but once again, G, he's just going down to the supports. Maybe?
Oh, I was going to say, is this going to be a support kill? And it looks like it was completely. The multi-shot was able to do the extra bit of damage, and now they're just walking in. Bryant with his 55 mangoes has chewed through the majority of them right now, but that's a Ravage coming in from Aaron. So
AFK for 5-6 minutes and take that space and use it to farm and catch up a little bit.
Well, it looks like the first rotation comes out of Team Scorpion. X-Mark boat combo goes here onto Miko, and this is what you were saying. You might be far behind, but you get a whole lot of experience when you get that kill onto the Drow Ranger. Beautiful torrent coming in from Mercury. He's having an absolute banger of a game. They're at least going to try and do something here against Aaron top. DatBB walks in. Doesn't have the Shadow Strike, so he can't actually deal this extra bit of damage. And now with the X-Mark boat combo coming all the way in here, they're seeing if they can keep Aaron alive. They do it for just a little bit longer. But he will get the experience for the DatBB kill, but now that Mercury is here, he's trying to get rid of this pesky little Lich, and Miko's made his rotation over. These Frost Arrows doing so much work. Do they have a Boundless Strike? They don't have the mana.
Cow doesn't even care.
The best scenario for them right now.
Bryant is dead.
Bryant is just going to stand there and buy a little bit of extra time. It was a 4-man rotation to try and get him the kill on the top side.
And the Hex.
He's just going to take down this one in the top side, and looks like Hong Kong a little bit too far for them, and that is but he here in the triangle. Beautiful hope. So he gets caught out here. He certainly is going to be dead, but it's all about the rotations as we come in here. How long can he survive? Photon combo is going to be enough for them. Goes in there onto Aaron, but that is going to be a big save coming in from Presley. Attack, and the Sonic Wave goes in, cleans up the line, and now they're setting their sights onto Mercury here. Beautiful Boundless Strike from Yassi, waiting until the perfect time, and the Chain Frost on top. It's a nice little chef's kit.
They are just kind of launching. They know there's a ward there for Apex, but they don't care.
Bryant. We'll just throw out the Chain Frost, so they're going to try and get the kill there onto Aaron, but no, Hung Hung, he doesn't secure the kill. He has to use the Arena of Blood at the end there to at least get it done. She's going to come in with that BKB as well. Miko's throwing out the multi-shot, does a little bit of damage. They get the extra kill there onto the Viper, but Miko standing here and man fighting onto a Conk is not really the place they want to be, but the Boundless Strike is going to be there in time. Same with the Orchid, extra bonus damage is going to be enough for the double kill. Areas where, you know, you're on this side of the map, we're on the other side of the map, we get this extra kill. Yassi tried his best for a bit of a solo kill there onto Aaron, but unfortunately he didn't have the damage, so that means there's a turnaround coming in for Scorpions. Right, that whole bottom part is going in. Brian, he's under the guys, but they've got the dust. So that's another dual win there for Mr. Nation. So Mercury was kind of just throwing that one into the wind. He does have the Arcane Rune, so it's going to be up in another 30 seconds. A lot of damage that goes in there on Miko, but he's going to be okay for standing here and fighting. That's a beautiful spear that comes in there from Hong Kong. They get the collection there onto G, but he's going to lose his life. And with another dual victory going the way here of life, it is awfully hard to try and fight. That's a massive Ravage that comes in as well. Now, to be careful, MS doesn't really have all too much that he can try and fight around with, and they do lose.
Aaron has Blink Miko's Silver Edge, 1 second. They see him live.
They've got the duels, so they're going to come in. How much damage do they have? The Lifesteal is standing on the outside of it. It's not going to be enough for them to get the dual victory. Is it enough for them to get the Miko kill, though? He just goes away. They still have enough there with the X marks the spot coming in from Mercury, so I like that play coming in from him. He has not been able... Oh! See you later, Bryant. He was there, and now he's gone, and Mercury is going to be able to try and find another one. The BKB got popped there from Yassi, so he stays alive on the trees. There's no way you're trying to get the kill here. They are seeing if they can get
No,
something done
Satanic.
with that BB. That's so much damage that goes down. He just didn't have the purge that he needed. A couple of seconds left on that, and with the Orchid coming in. Big old start to this team fight. Both the cores are going down, but everybody else can still fight around, so big pick off there for the side.
Push down. Probably at least 2 sets of racks here. And Drow and Queen both still dead. Mercury is extremely low status, and Life is going forward. And do they have a finger? They do not.
He has a lot of damage, so he will be able to get this kill. 90 plus damage here onto a Legion Commander is more than enough he needs for the duel victory. He will bite the dust at the back thanks to Miko. But do they have the damage? They were able to at least stop the TP that comes in. The Boundless Strike goes forward. The Gust goes down. They get the God's Rebuke that goes in. But the Lifesteal jumps inside of Eren. So that means he's going to be alive for a little bit longer. He eventually will not pop because it's just a Gust. And that means that now they eventually will go down to Miko's auto attack. And everybody else has to leave out here. I thought that maybe this was going to be the base breaker. Yeah, at least do break
Hung Hung did die.
True.
Tanic, if he wants to heal up super quickly, actually he does not need it. One Ancient Camp, he's back to full health. And I keep jumping back to Mercury, because every time I look at him, he's setting something up, half-healthing someone with one hit, and there is another fight. Eren gets caught.
Eren's just going to burn down there to Yassi, so they will be able to get that one, and the big spits come in here from Gij, so they will take down Bryant. And with 2 more members going down here for the side of Scorpion, they seem to not want to stop. Mercury want to fight as well. Oh, gee, he's just caught between a rock and a hard place. My man, that is not where you want to be. 80 seconds on the sideline, so albeit they're 14k ahead with Mega Creeps, they are certainly fumbling this ball relatively hard. And they're going in and fighting again. They want to see if they can keep getting this going, and they do get the kill there on Miko. So hey, at the end of the day, it means justify the ends, and let's see how this does go down. Another member on the sideline of the Scorpions bites the dust, but it's the 2 tanky boys that are the scary ones. Blink has to be refreshed there from Hung to at least get away from these menacing members.
It's in 2 seconds. The Orchid from DPB though.
Mercury will just purge off that silence. He gets himself a torrent. Does he have the X marks? Does he have the vision? The Arena of Blood goes down, but everybody's stuck inserted, so it's more kind of a handshake than anything else. Oh, he's got the X marks there onto that BB. They're going to pull him back up to the higher ground. They do get the cleave kill, and that means that, unfortunately, Mr.
Lifesteal are with him now. So, they should be able to... Honestly, they should be able to just get the through. I don't see a way that Apex defends this.
It looks like a mini-boss Fury. He's got 5.6k HP. This man is literally a WoW raid boss right now. And he is just going directly for the throw. Mercury has had enough. 17, 2, and 12 is the scoreline that he most likely will end this game with, especially if some of his skills get snaked away from his face. Yassi is standing here and fighting inside of the Wukong's command, but as soon as you go out of that, your armor goes bye-bye, and your throne goes bye-bye.
10 seconds remain. Choose your hero.
Going forward here, Hung Hung gets the Jingu stacks going forward. Dat BB is here as well, and Mr. MS is going to accept his death. Yeah, it looks like top side. There's a lot of damage that's coming through here. Eren is just going to have to walk away, but Mr. MS is just going to say, see you later.
Straight back to my classic.
Don't worry, guys. We're in the good mode here.
What is going on in this game?
Hung? He gets rolled on, doesn't get kicked underneath the tower. He does have the Jingu stacks, but he doesn't have the Boundless Strike to heal off the Creep Wave.
And suddenly Hung Hung is fighting up against a Flame Shield, an Ion Shell, and he just can't deal with the pressure. They do get a kill on bottom. G gets dived by Yassi. Surviving on just 60 health, but this should be a... Just make a huge difference to your engagements. Hung Hung does go down to that Eren rotation. No Ion Shell, but just enough to manage to pick that up. And Mercury actually reading that, because the monkey doesn't have a bottle, this 3-minute bounty still here. So Mercury snipes the enemy bounty, gets his own little refill, and there is another engagement on bottom where G actually jumped in.
These guys just run at each other. It seems like they've come to the agreement that this is... the fact that he's being chased by a Weaver with Saguchi, the damage that comes in there from the Infernal Blade as well. They do have the time dilation, so that's going to at least buy them a little bit of extra space. She's getting so far away, gets another time walk, so they get the kill there onto Yasin. They turn it back around on a...
But Duck's here, speaking of him, on top, getting dive once again. He tries to surge away, but the instant enchant. This is the power of the Enchantress. Hung though, in mid, the Earth Spirit roll, he's got the Ink Swell. He doesn't need the Iron Shell if he's got the Ink Swell.
Yep.
And Hung goes down again. Fights. And now that the lane is over, now that Mercury can rotate, he's coming in. Miko is absolutely dead.
Yeah, he
Really
nice
nice smoke.
survived for a little bit though. I thought maybe he might have tried with a bit of these armlet toggles, but with those iron shells floating around, it's a little bit too hard to play around that. So they get the big kill there onto Miko, setting out more of a detriment. But I think the biggest thing for me to look at right now is the fact that Mercury is spending a lot of his time in towards his top side, December Spirit. He just used one of his remnants to get up towards the top here. X marks torrent combo comes in. They do dodge it out, but it was on the Earth Spirit of all people. So now Aaron is going to try his best to get out of here. Do we going to have a second? No. Oh, Mercury found out without a way back home. And that means that...
But he's just got to be super careful because he's about to run into the Monkey King stuff. He chops him down though. He is going to get caught here. This is going to be kind of scary.
Does have a remnant to play around with, so Mercury is relaxing that mechanically. So we'll be able to get away from that one. They have taken down the Enchantress here, but the Doom goes down here onto MS. Mercury's going to try and play around the Fog of War here. He will do a good job with the Side of Fish Searing Chains, but he gets X marks up. Has no mana left here to play around. Oh my god, my mans! So Yopaj cosplay it seems here from Mercury in the mid lane, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't have the HP to stay around these members, and with the tower aggro being changed up here, they were able to get that one done. The Cronus here goes down here from G. They do have enough damage to at least take down one, but see what comes out from the back of G jumping into this. Still has the time walk to play around with, gets himself back up to 3/4 HP, has the long pass as well. So he wants to try and get a lot of this life going. He's looking to try and take down Yassi. He will. Now the Magnetizer's coming in against the entirety of Apex. They will lose Miko here, who wanted to try and fire a little bit more with the armlet, and it's not going to be enough for them. They're going for war of Scorpion.
Silence on the monkey.
Aaron's going to come back in. Hung. He's got a lot of damage here with these Jinku stacks, and now he's sending his attentions here onto MS. The life stealer from the previous game, unfortunately this time around, doesn't really have a good way of getting away from a Monkey King, nor does he have the 1v1 potential. His fast feet isn't enough. Oh, the vacuum in the air was strong there from Mr. MS. He will have a long distance to run, and Hung is trying his darndest to catch up to him. That's not your tower, brother. You need to stay away from it. He runs directly into some tower aggro, directly into an X marks the spot.
Is he on top? Might actually die. Silence?
Time dilation, silence, stun. Do they have the extra stun from the Inkswell? No, Mercury wasn't far enough along his trajectory. He does have the time lapse to get back to safety, back to about 50% starting to get towards that point. That BB does get the Doom there onto Mercury. He is juking and jiving as much as he possibly can through these trees. Nice use of the time dilation as well. They get the Purge coming down though from that BB. So they're able to at least keep up with the Ember Spirit. X marks torrent combo is going to be enough to secure the kills. So Mercury will bite the dust.
Bottom as well.
The backside has found out MS, who loses his life. So now they're going to try something with Chrono. I don't know if it's going to be enough damage. My man is not going to be there in time, but the Rolling Thunder is... Pardon me, it is just the Rolling Boulder, not a complete thunderclap just yet. And Aaron...
A big start. Aaron does have the counterplay though. He's got the second Lincolns. If they manage to get that off, jump in mid.
This is a team fight going a little bit wayward. A lot of these fights are really starting to splinter off into their own little brawls. They're trying to get the kill here on the Enchantress, but she just really hasn't been able to do the damage. The Enchantress is still alive, goddammit. And Miko, who will be the one who pays the price first, they haven't been able to kill the Faceless Void just yet. The Rolling Boulder comes back in once again here from Aaron Hung. We just walk away thanks to the Wukong's command. That was a buyback that came in here from Miko, so they want to continue this fight going in. They know the Monkey King is strong. Chrono coming up very, very soon. They eventually do get the kill there onto Bryant, but he spent so much time trying to get that extra kill that she wasn't able to get any more out of this. The Chronosphere catches on the 3 of the cores. Yes, it's a beautiful Yags usage there from the Weaver. This is why we've seen this hero time and time again. Dat BB eventually will burn down, but the Void loses his first life. How much lockdown do these guys have for the Faceless Void? It may be if Miko hit that first torrent, they could have got something else. He will go invisible and turn back around, get the stun coming in. Mercury's here. This is too hard for you to fight. This Faceless Void here stands and fights. He's got his own backtrack as well. This is too hard for the Monkey King to get done, and the burn goes down. The double kill comes in from Mercury. He isn't able to hold it long enough for G to get the rampage. No brakes on the pain train. He wants to get this Silver Edge hit. He will get it. Time walk forward, gets the extra kill, and that's a freebie. G, he is here. They have the X marks and they have the boat combination. They're going to Wukong's command on the top of this. Do they have the extra stuns? Oh, the BKB got popped here. G's going to look for somebody. Goes into under the guise of the Silver Edge. The TP away coming in from Miko wasn't going to be enough, and they set their attention back here on the Hung Hung, who is stuck on an island. Really isn't going to be much for them to do. The Time Walk up onto the high ground. The Monkey King will eventually burn down. Mercury seeing if he can catch anybody on the sidelines, but they will just take down Dat BB instead. Soulbind goes in. Nobody has lost their life just yet. Life, speaking of, he's trying to juke around a lot of these members. Will burn down, and Dat BB again just on the run. And goes down to G. And everybody else for the side of Apex is sitting here just trying to run away. We're going to set their attention. There was a lot of damage that came out there from Miko. And maybe Yassi's able to clean this one up. The blink goes away there. But speaking of Miko, he is in trouble against Mercury. He was just standing there and trying to be a little bit of a sneaky bugger. But you're being arm toggled, my friend. And it's not really a good start to the highlight reel. And that is the Chronosphere. They just saw him on the edge. Beautiful placement there from onto the tier 4 tower. Hui walked into the fountain. Looking to see if he can find some Hombres hiding out there from Apex, and he does find Yassi, who was outside, and on the trees was Hung Hung. He's going to go directly into the fountains. He doesn't have the Aegis to play around with here. He doesn't have HP or mana either, so he just has to BKB to walk away. So this is a bit of a spicy play for him to go in. He does just time walk in, and with the gem, we've got the bashes, but you're able to get the time-lapse back in there onto Mr. Miko. Oh, vacuum wall, that's going to seal the deal. We're going to say goodbye to Apex here today. Unfortunately, they're going to leave their scoreline at 0-4 for today. Not the way that you want to spend a Friday evening, but that is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and we are going to have a victory Chronosphere.
Right.